I don't know exactly what would happen if I wasn't here. You're talking about dumpster upon dumpster. I mean, I can't even imagine. It's a lot of stuff. I think it's safe to say that most of the signs you see here, if we hadn't saved it, would have ended up in the garbage. No, there has never been a sign museum in New York before. Signs are big and they're heavy and they require maintenance from people that know a lot about them. It's not easy to get a project like this off the ground. My name's David Barnett. I'm the co-founder and creative director of Noble Signs, and I am the person behind the New York Sign Museum. So right now the museum is in our workshop. I'd say we have over 50 full-size storefront signs and then hundreds of small signs in it. There's so much to learn from looking at old New York signage. It's focused on getting your attention quickly. People come here and they're able to see this amazing collection, right? But they're also able to see an actual functioning sign shop where the same types of signs that are on the walls are being made. To me, nothing defines my sense of place more than the storefronts and signs if I'm in a city. I spent a lot of time growing up at my grandma's house in Middle Village, Queens. Her daily routine was walking down Metropolitan Avenue, going to the bakery, the butcher shop, the grocery store. I have pretty strong memories of the signs. I felt really comfortable in that world, and I think I loved spending time with my grandma, and a big part of it was just like loving that neighborhood feel of the part of Queens where she lived. Taking down signs can be really hard. You know, finding a way to transport it and to store it and to refurbish it or whatever it is. All that said, there's something really special about keeping something meaningful in a place where everybody can continue to enjoy it. The first sign that I saved was from my deli in Crown Heights, where I lived for about 10 years. I'd been talking to them and saying, just keep the signs, like don't change the signs, because you can fix them up, but like this, you know, I could sense that they were kind of thinking about maybe a facelift or something like that. They ended up moving next door, and then a Dunkin' Donuts took over the corner location. They remembered me, and I stopped by and they were like, take any sign that you want, like whatever you want, take the signs. I ended up with a very large lightbox sign that became like the first piece in our, what ultimately became the museum collection. To be honest, usually when we find out about a sign, the business is already closed. Smith Bar was iconic, Times Square, been there since I believe the 1960s. It went through several owners over the years, but it always maintained this, I think it represented something to a lot of people about like what Times Square used to be. Everything changed around it, and it somehow managed to stay the same, which I think obviously is why it was so hard for people to see it close. The purpose of us saving the signs from the beginning had been to educate ourselves and to hopefully, you know, just preserve something. We need to save these signs so that people can learn from them in the future. There's so many stories and so much knowledge hidden in these signs, whether you're wanting to learn about the vernacular letter forms throughout classic New York City signage, or you're just a nostalgia seeker, someone looking to learn about what New York City was like in the 20th century. These signs are coming down. They're coming down really fast, and it's painful. It's like, for me personally, it became something that was like keeping me up at night. You're like walking down that block that you've walked down 100 times, and then suddenly it like hits you like a sucker punch, you know, where you're just like, wait, where'd that sign go? Like, what happened? The signs represent the character of the businesses and the people who ran them. We can keep this art form alive and try to prevent its extinction.